So you guys were I'm hearing all you guys just wanted the theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. CrazyCatLady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair educational for and entertainment purpose. It's like it's all they did. Well, those years ago. See? No, I don't want to do any more of it. Hi everyone, Martha here. So, before we start talking about the episode, I want to let you guys know I had played this game on this channel. I'm gonna put a link for in the playlist if you want to watch me play it and watch me with this scene. I mean, I don't show my face, but I do show, you do hear my voice crying because I had to get recording from it. I do have a recording of it, but this episode, it's not exactly how it is in the game, because they did add a whole entire scene of Tommy and Jackson crew fighting a horde of infected and a bloater that Tommy kills by using a flamethrower. So it is nice to see some of the stuff that they didn't get to. They didn't really. I don't know. Did they show that in the first season? I know they had a bloater in like one of the episodes, but they really didn't show them killing it. I don't think they did. At least in this part, we do get to see them kill him. And yep, there's been people who did not get this, who did not like how, like, some episodes we didn't even get to see infected in the first season, when you kind of forgot, oh yeah, this is supposed to be a show about zombies. And yep, it does kind of remind me a little bit of Game of Thrones, since it's fighting zombies in the cold, just like they do in that show. We're at the part Abby goes and, so spoilers ahead. So we're at already here. Some people, I remember people thinking, oh, we're going to keep Joel alive the whole entire season. They're not going to kill him until the very last episode. I don't know how you guys would think they would stall it that long, but nope. They have it in the second episode. And because we see them at the training lodge that we see, but the thing is, I don't like the fact that they give it away too easily who Abby is and why she's doing this. Okay, because at the beginning of the episode it shows Abby in that drain sequence going to see her dad's body, and her older self told her not to go in there because his brains are all over the floor. So, which was not part of the dream sequence, but it makes sense that they would add her older self in there, because yep, seeing your dad's dead body can traumatize you. But yep, we have, so when she wakes up, Owen wants to convince her to go back because he sees how big the city is and stuff like that, and how big they would have to fight to get through with it. Even though a bunch of infected does it pretty quickly, but they do lose. The infected does lose. But I do like how the infected, like, when they're finally infected, they have buckets of gunpowder that they shoot at, so they would catch on fire, so they can get them that way. But it's made of wood. They should have had like the walls made of steel, but that's kind of hard to find a lot. But I did not like the fact that we didn't have Tommy with them, but I guess it makes up for the fact that we saw Tommy finding a bloater. Even though I think the reason why I did it this way, because so many people have complained about during the game, like how Joel and Tommy both give away their name in the game way too easily, and people were saying Joel and Tommy would never do that, they're not that stupid. Well, the way that, since Dana does, and she does not know that that Abby's there, and her saying Joel when she doesn't know that Joel brought somebody with him, and nobody can call somebody dumb. So yeah, I did like, so I guess that makes sense why they would not have Tommy with her, and then they had somebody else too. Instead, it's Jesse with Ellie. So Tommy's telling them, like, I did like Tommy, like, telling them, like, be careful on the patrols, and if there is a horde, get off the main streets where everything happens. And I did like that they still have Ellie mad at Seth for what happened, and she did not want to eat the sandwiches because she's mad at him. I understand why they didn't show Ellie having a PS3. But they did show the room where there's a bunch of weed, but they did not show the little Easter egg of all those tapes of where Ellie and Dana discover those tapes that has like Crash Bandicoot with inappropriate things. So yeah, but yeah, it was nice to see that weed though. And I was right, they did make Eugene to be the one that is the one that owns the weed, but I'm pretty sure that was him in the game. I don't know why some people think he's not in the game, but alright, whatever. It ends up being the one that Jesse finds, says that he's the one that found it. And then we see Abby going down the hill with snow, and she falls in, and all those infected comes out of the snow, and they start, when she gets to the fence, they start pushing her, and then remember how hard that was in the game. Now that was difficult to get through. And then we see Joel save her, and I like how the fact that Joel says, "I saved you," before she kills him. A couple minutes before, but she keeps on luring him to the lodge, but they kind of make it where they have to go back to the lodge because how cold it is, because they can literally freeze to death, so, or they can get bit. And that Dana didn't have to see Joel get killed, even though she's not supposed to be there. She doesn't see, like, she's the one that's telling her, "I'm sorry," but she's not supposed to be the one with Joel. I'm just happy this made him look smarter in the show than he did in the game. And watching him get hit by the golf club was pretty bad, even though it ends with Abby punching him instead of him hitting the golf club the whole entire time. It was still good. I think even though it's still sad, but people need to understand this game is about forgiveness, because it has to do with the fact that Ellie has to learn to forgive for what happens after this, because both of them go for hell because of this. Not just Ellie, Abby did too. And I can understand, even though I still am mad at Abby for what she did. I understand her more after know what's like to losing my dad. Not the way she did, but I still know what's like to lose a father. But I'm probably going to give this episode 8 out of 10, because I had docket forward some of the inaccuracy to it, but I want to know what people think about it who had not played the game. And were you mad? And do you think they should have waited to tell the fact that Abby's Abby's the daughter of the doctor that Joel killed? not defensively. I think they should have waited like they did in the game. Because in the game, they waited for a while. We didn't know who she was for a long time. So, like, about, like, let's say, like, 10 hours in. So, yeah. And I do wish they did make somebody who played her who actually has muscle. Like, this this actress is doing the best she can, but not the fact that she hasn't. They should have had a bodybuilder player or something like that. Do you guys enjoy this? Like, favorite, and subscribe, guys. Yep. The hardest part of the game is over on the show that we had to watch, and it did not happen at the end of the season like some people thought. So I'll see you guys later. Like, favorite, and subscribe, and watch my playthrough of the game. Bye bye.